late to the game on this one, but I don't care. I'm going to make a video anyway. This video is it's not a full on unboxing because I've already had the phone for maybe about 3 weeks now, but it's fairly new to me, and I finally got one. Last year Apple came out with their iPhone product Red in the 7 Plus, and I was not able to get that one. So this time, when I found out they were coming out and offering the 8 Plus in product Red, I decided to go ahead and upgrade to that one from the silver iPhone 7 Plus. So as you can see here, and this video is probably going to be very short, as you guys have probably already seen a dozen of these iPhone product Red videos, but as you can see right here, when you get the box, it's going to have just like all the other iPhones have on it. It'll have like an image of what the phone looks like, and I like the fact that they still have the raised texture. It just adds a little more presentation. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this off, set that to the side, and of course here is the pamphlet that comes with the phone, and you get of course your Apple stickers right there, and your product Red brochure. Well, not a brochure, but just a little insert. And the backside tells you more about what product Red stands for, so I like that. Getting to get my favorite color and support a good cause, I mean, win for everybody. The last two things that are in here is just like a layout of your phone, showing what the buttons are for and everything. Most people don't need this, but they just include it anyhow. And then this user guide and other information, compliance information. This is the stuff that they used to actually print on the physical phone itself, but I'm glad that they have not done that with this one, as it just seemed like it was a little too much text that wasn't really needed, and it took away from the appeal on the back side of the phone, so they just included it on that. So before we get into the phone, of course you get your headphones that normally come with all of the Apple products, and it will come with the little headphone jack adapter. I've got a pair of Powerbeats 2 Bluetooth headphones, so I'll keep these, but I really don't have a use for them. I've probably got a million sets of these. And also, of course, it comes with another charger, but I have a Belkin wireless charging pad that I'm using, so I still keep the other one the other wall charger as a backup. So getting into the phone, let's turn this back off. As you can see, it's gorgeous. It's black from top to bottom, and whereas last year's version, even though I wanted to get it, I wouldn't have been as happy with the white on Red. So I'm glad that they went to black. It makes it look very seamless. So I'm really enjoying that. So it's got your usual, speaker grill and the lightning port. It's really no different than any other iPhone Plus model between the 7. So it's really not different. Well, physically. So let's get on to the finish. And I don't know if the lighting in here captures this, but just look how rich that red is. And with the glass back, it really just pops and makes you feel like you have a very premium product. And the sides, of course, are aluminum, very scratch resistant. I've pulled this in and out of my pocket with keys and things like that, and other things in my pocket, and other phones probably would have had scratches all over it by now, but very, very scratch resistant. Now the only thing to note is with this glass back, you may either want to get a case for it or just keep a microfiber cloth with you. I prefer not to use a case because I don't really put my phone in a position to get dropped very often. So when I'm at work or something like that, I'll put it on my desk far away from the edge. When I get up, I put it in my pocket. My pockets are deep enough to where it's not going to come out. So the not having a case on it for me is just how I like to roll, because that would kind of defeats the purpose to me of having a beautiful phone like this and then having to keep a case on it. Some may disagree, and that's fine, but I just know how I care for my phones, and yeah, so I like the fact, again, reiterating a little bit from what I mentioned during the when I pulled that insert out. On this phone, it just says iPhone product red right here, instead of all of the other compliance information that used to be on the 7 series and before that. It just makes it really, it keeps the aesthetics, on point, and I really enjoy that. So on to the performance. As you can see, it's very, very snappy, and to be honest, it definitely feels a little bit faster than my 7 Plus, actually quite a bit faster. And I am currently running iOS 11.4, which just released, I believe it was a week and a half ago, so I went ahead and updated. But the screen itself, some people are saying that they aren't really satisfied with the screen as compared to the iPhone 10 or Samsung. Listen, I mean, I don't know what too many people want out of a what you could possibly want out of a phone screen anymore these days, but it's crisp enough for me. The colors are extremely vibrant. The blacks are really black. The colors that are on here pop, and with the True Tone display, when you're looking at web pages and things like that, it really, really looks great. So I'm happy with it, and it's definitely more vibrant than and more crisp than my 7 Plus was, even though the 7 Plus had an amazing screen in itself, in my opinion. So battery life, I've had this phone on, as a matter of fact, I think I took it off of the charging pad somewhere around 7 o'clock this morning, and have been streaming, Facebooking, Instagramming, everything, and I also even recorded a 4K 60 frames per second video, and still I'm almost at 3/4 of the way full as far as the battery life is concerned. Very impressed with it. When I wake up in the morning, I bring my charging pad to work with me, but I rarely have to ever use it because the battery life is just that good on this phone. 7 Plus was okay, coming from the 6 Plus, which I had before, but this battery life is on a whole different level. I mean, I can do everything that I'm used to doing and don't have to make sacrifices because I think the phone is going to be dead before I get a chance to get home and put it on the charger. So I'm extremely impressed. The Apple A11 Bionic chip is very fast, definitely much faster than my 7 Plus was at tasks and videos and processing and all that good stuff. So I'm very happy with the phone. Happy I made my choice, and of course I got the 64 gigabyte. I could have gone to the 128, but I just didn't want to pay the extra, for the space when I really have I can offload all my pictures to the Sprint Gallery app, so I'm not really storing a lot of things on my phone except for apps. So the 64 was enough for me. So yeah, didn't mean to make this video too long, but I'm very pleased with this phone, and I decided to get this instead of the iPhone 10 because of the color choice with this product red, the screen, the fact that it's bigger. I've got big hands. The iPhone 10 just wasn't big, big enough for me, and I like the look of the horizontal dual lens setup versus the vertical. Just never been a fan of that. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's bad, I just haven't been a fan of it. So yeah, this has been my brief review and sort of unboxing of the iPhone 8 Plus in product red. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that notification bell and hit subscribe, as I will be putting out new content. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys' support while I've been absent. And I look forward to putting out more great content for you guys. And leave your comments and let me know if you like this video. And if you have a product red iPhone, are you satisfied with it, or do you wish you had gotten an iPhone 10? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.